It's Freddie Gibbs. I'm on the Bootleg podcast talking about everything. Talking about your mama, boy.
Bootleg Kev podcast, Bootleg Kev show. Special guest. One of my best friends, my good friend who may have the album of the year coming out on September 30th. Fuck it, we're just going to say it here. We're going to make the official proclamation. The album of the year.
Already.
Sold separately, September 30th. Mr. Freddie Gibbs.
Thank you. How you doing? How you doing, Kevin? This is a fucking experience. I can cuss on this shit?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay, I thought your shit was...
Well, it's going to be on the radio. I mean,
extra white.
Extra. Listen.
Spicy white. Kev ain't white. He's spicy white.
You know, someone told...
he got spice.
There was a YouTube...
He got his wife Mexican and shit, or Ecuador. One of them was Spanish.
She's Mexican. Yeah.
She Mexican? Okay, I was going to say
someone
Ecuadorian.
Someone said that...
that nigga got spice in his life.
There's a YouTube comment on a video we just released, and it said, Kev is the grain of salt that made it through in the pepper packet.
Yeah. Wow.
What's that mean?
That mean you made it in, man.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
You did something, man. Like God say, all you need is the faith of a fucking mustard seed, nigga.
Well, first of all, I want to shout you out because you were the first episode that we ever did of the Bootleg Head podcast.
Oh,
you
shit.
Popped off the whole shit, man. So
that shit crazy because I watch the Bootleg Kid podcast all the time, and I be looking at the young niggas, and I be like, damn, I'm not doing that shit. So I appreciate this podcast because it show a lot of young niggas and what not to do.
100%, man. Well, welcome. Look, sold separately. It's been 2 years since Alfredo. 2 years and a couple months?
Yeah, about that. Yeah. I wasn't gonna drop my album this year, really. I was gonna let it all like ride out, let it play out, let everybody else kind of drop their album and stuff. Like, you know, I was like listening to albums and stuff, and then I got bored.
It's been a pretty subpar hip hop year.
You think so?
There's been like the top tier shit is great. Like I love the JID album, Kendrick album was great, the Pusha T album is great. There's some great shit. Denzel Curry's album is dope, but I just feel like in terms of like, I think it drops off like after like maybe 6 or 7 projects in terms of just like, I feel like a couple of years ago, it was like, damn, there's like 10, 11, 12 projects that could be album of the year. But like, I feel like this year it's very like top heavy, if that makes sense.
Like titty heavy, like big titties, and the game got titties and no ass right now. That's basically what you're saying.
The game like hip hop?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay, it's real top heavy.
It's top heavy.
It ain't really spread across the board. Come here, man. Come here. Just bring your we got
Rabbit in the building.
Just bring your ass in here, man. Come on.
We can get him a chair.
What's this? You want this?
Yes.
Sour Patch?
Sour Patch Kids for the children.
You about to be in a dentist rocking with this. Your teeth, you're gonna have like a whole bunch of silver teeth.
You're gonna have teeth like Spencer.
Yeah.
Teeth like Spencer?
No, not
you don't
teeth
want
like
teeth like
Spencer.
By the way, Lambo, when Spencer gets here, he's gonna hit you up, so you could go let him in. He's gonna be here in like 5 minutes.
Go sit with Max and Lambo, okay? Daddy gotta finish. Go.
Okay.
All right.
Nice appearance by little man.
Nice appearance. Yeah, he can have him.
But it's crazy because like obviously you've been taking your time with this project, your first album on Warner. You've been throwing out singles the last couple of years. I know that we're getting this snuck in like right before the Grammy considerations are cut off for the year. I'm sure that was on purpose.
Hey, champ, eat your candy and chill out. I don't care about the Grammy, man. As long as give me dad of the year, man. It's a hard job being a rapper and being a dad, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did that on purpose. Cause I mean, of course, you know, once you get considered, Rabbit, go outside.
You can hang out in there and
go
put
outside,
something on
bro.
TV.
You tripping?
S-Dot, you want to throw something on the computer for him, just YouTube or something? On the studio computer?
Just won't let me be great at all, man.
It's all good, man.
I'm surprised when I did that one freestyle that he sat still that whole time, but I was about to beat his ass though. Right before I had to like be like, hey man, you better chill, dog.
He was like much smaller.
Yeah, I know. He just got a mind of his own. He was like, then he was like 2, now he like 4, and he just
well,
like
4-year-olds are like they're like little men.
Yeah, he not stopping talking. He like, yo,
he don't care.
If he gotta say something, he's saying it out loud. He is not a whisperer at all. So
yeah, shout out to first of all, what is like for you being a father? Obviously, you have you have always kind of stood on like being a good dad, which is something that like we don't see a lot in hip hop. Like you always make sure that you get your kids, no matter what the situation is with the moms. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do. You know what I mean? And shout out to their moms. You know what I mean? Their moms, they all good women. It's all smooth. Anything that you got that you love is gonna be complications with it. So it be like that. But everybody really got the same general mission. You feel me?
100%. So back to this album, man. I've heard a lot of iterations of the album. There was some music that didn't make the album that we'll talk about why it didn't make the album. But because there's some stories that we'll get to there.
It's a lot of stories with this album. I feel like this album was like a whole nother like comic book. You know what I'm saying? It's like I had to like go through so many things to make it. I had to go through shifting into be going over to a new label. Just losing friends. Physical altercations, all kind of things. All kind of drama. Really like built up into this. So. That's why it's kind of like it's kind of like my baby. I feel like I've been carrying this motherfucker for like 9 months, and now it's finally about to drop. So
it's crazy.
It's been a lot put into this record, man. I hate when people be like, "Oh yeah, this is the most personal record." All my records personal. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a person that rap about himself, so every record gonna be, kind of personal. It's just all about how you decode it and dig into it. But after the Grammy thing and all of that, in the course of that, man, it was a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, these past like 16 months, But I'm glad that I was able to, culminate that into the record, though, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the Grammy nomination was a big look. You should have won.
Definitely. They know that.
I think I love.
Hit Boy know that.
They know that. I think it was kind of like when Leonardo DiCaprio won that one Oscar for the Bear movie.
But I didn't mind saluting to Nas. It was like, okay, cool.
Right, but I think me and you talked about it before. Yeah. I was like, dude, I got a feeling like Nas has never won a Grammy. I got a feeling they're gonna like this is like kind of like if we're gonna give a Grammy to Nas, it's got to be now.
Yeah, cause nobody else beat me then. I wouldn't.
Right,
like that.
But you had the album of the year.
I wouldn't have been too fond of that.
You had the album of the year by far.
I agree, totally.
So, what was it like? Did you expect to win, or were you kind of like expecting like, I guess, what happened to play out?
I just always expect to make one of the best albums of the year. I didn't expect to get nominated for a Grammy at all. If that
especially an independent album,
that was icing on the cake.
Yeah.
I'm the first person to do that, by the way. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't expect. I can't say I expected that, nah. But at the same time, I think that I'm one of the best rappers at like making a full body of work every time I release it. Because everybody don't need to be like an album artist. Some people just need to just drop a couple singles. You know what I mean, throughout the year.
Yep.
But I don't think everybody will put the time to bring that whole LP across in the correct fashion. And a couple people did it this year. But for the most part, in the streaming era rap where we at, shit, this is better for these motherfuckers to just come with a couple good songs a year
and or overly flood the marketplace.
That too, you know what I mean, or overly flooded. I'm not a high volume shooter, so I ain't gonna give you more than one project in a year, dog.
Yeah,
it just ain't me. You know what I mean? Because I just want everything that I do to be special. You can call it old school, you can call it whatever, but I'd rather just put all my energy, from the year into something great. And then and that just adds to my collections. You know what I mean? I feel like, I got Pinata, Bandana.
I feel like the Bandana Alfredo back-to-back years was like a crazy. I know Lambo tweeted it, but like to have two albums like that in less than a year is fucking insane.
Yeah, it was insane.
But with that being said, you did say recently you were like, yo, when I drop, like it's like I drop classics. Like when you drop, like it's crazy how much merch you guys dropped off of Alfredo, how much the tour happened. Shit.
Yeah.
A year and a half. I mean, I don't even know because you had to tour both albums.
Right. To be honest, I haven't even really, the pandemic really limited me from touring Alfredo the way I wanted to. So I haven't really, I tour and I do the songs, but I didn't really get to do an official Alfredo tour really because of the pandemic stuff. But once touring rev back up, I was right back out there, all over the country, all over the world. And that's what it is with me. I feel like everything has to be set up, to satisfy my core fan base so that I can tour. You know what I mean? I don't really look at, ain't no rapper that I really look at that I be like, oh man, I'm trying to like model my career after them.
Right.
Not no more. Definitely not no like newer rapper. You know what I mean? Like I look at, and take tidbits here and there from, to adapt to, what's going on. But
of course,
for the most part, I be trying to look at myself like, like, I don't know, like Jerry Garcia or something like that. My dad and his friends, they went to like a Grateful Dead show when I was little, and it was like 1 million people out there. And these niggas was like 60 years old up there. And I'm like, damn, like, okay, if they can do music from their 20s until their 60s, I gotta, that's longevity right there. Why can't a rapper do that?
Yeah.
Why you gotta fall off?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you just gotta just master the art of not falling off.
Longevity, man.
Yeah, some people gotta be like that, and some, like you said, some people gotta be high volume shooters, and it don't work. It worked for few people, but it worked for like NBA YoungBoy. He could put out an album every month.
Jesus, this guy.
He put out an album every week.
I think they said he's put out like 87 songs this year. And shout out to him because his fans eat it up. And
that's what I'm saying. Like, he's the example of a great high volume shooter. You know what I'm saying?
He's like AI. Well, I mean, shit.
That works for him.
Yeah.
Definitely works for him.
100%, man.
Yeah, I'm more like Magic Johnson or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It take a little, I want to bring it all together, all the pieces.
You're like Giannis. You stayed down. It pays off. Got your rings. Got your MVP trophies.
Definitely. I'm about to get another one.
You about to get another one? So, obviously with Triple S, man, there was a couple of records that didn't end up making this album. One in which that...
It didn't?
I mean, there were some video photos of you in the studio with Pharrell, and I know that was one of the records that was close to making the album. I'm sure one day it'll leak or not leak. I don't know. A lot of people probably have the song, but what ended... Great record. It was a cool record.
Great.
What ended up happening? Why didn't the Pharrell record end up making the project?
I mean, I think that came down to, Pharrell business. It definitely ain't had nothing to do with me.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's something from his team. You had to talk to him about that.
What up, y'all? We got to stop the interview to tell you about our new sponsors, our family at Hardin, Las Vegas. You see what it is. You see what it is. Welcome to the family, Hardin, man. We're so excited. I've been going to Hardin for so many years. For people who don't know, Hardin is that premium cannabis dispensary, the #1 award-winning dispensary in Las Vegas. I'm talking the biggest and best selection of cannabis product, and of course in Vegas, but I'm talking about worldwide. They're them motherfuckers, all right? So what you got to do is pull up when you're in Vegas to Hardin. Go to Hardin_Las Vegas. Shoot them that follow on Instagram. Go see them. Tell them I sent you. When you go to checkout, be like, yo, Bootleg Kev sent me. I saw y'all talking about it on the Bootleg Kev podcast. Look, when you're in Vegas, they'll also deliver right to your room, whatever you need, all right? Make sure you follow the crew, Hardin_Las Vegas. Go to HardinLasVegas.com. That's JARDIN, LasVegas.com. And don't forget, when you go to Vegas, you go to Hardin, tell them I sent you, and they're gonna, they might throw a little extra, little eighth in the bag or something. Give them a little discount, the bootleg discount. You know what I'm saying? Get them Packwoods too. They gave me a Packwood the other day that, geez, I'm still recovering from that shit. Blew my whole fucking face off in the best way. Hardin, Las Vegas. All right, shout out to them. Let's get back to the interview. You and Ross have had a pretty crazy run in terms of getting on records together. Obviously, he's on the new album as well. He was on Alfredo. He's on Ice Cream. Initially, you guys didn't have the greatest relationship. If we go back to like the 600 Benz days, and,
I just think we ain't had no relationship.
or you guys didn't have any relationship, but at the time there was, the CTE. You were kind of like, I would say that like you didn't have a relationship, but I think maybe like fan perspective wise, it might not have been the craziest based on just the OG Jeezy Ross days when you were on CTE. But like talk about, because you and Ross obviously have like super locked in. Like, what are some things? I know he's one of the few guys you really respect. What are some things that like you guys have, been working on, and what are some things you've just learned from him? And like talk about just that chemistry, because you guys are, I mean, shit, 3 for 3, 4 for 4.
Yeah, we do some good records together, and I appreciate Ross. We got things you ain't heard. I just feel like you know, in his lane, he just, you know, one of the coldest. He one of the goats. So, you know, I always enjoy doing a record with him, and you know, we always come out with magic. But you know, I mean, what can't you learn from Rick Ross? I mean, he like a motivational speaker. You get up and tweet something, you know, motivational every day. So you know, and from everything he do, you know, from the you know the small things, from the car selection, you know what I mean, you know, you got to admire that about him. So, you know, and like I said, he one of the best to ever, you know, get on the mic, and I think Ross really underrated on the mic. Really, be honest.
I always say, like, I have him in my like top 10 to 15 of all time range, and I think most people would like look at me crazy.
Definitely up there. I don't really know no orders, but
he's like,
he up there for
I
sure.
think like one of the greatest flows ever. He's got a classic album. Teflon Don's a classic.
Definitely.
And he's probably got top 2 or 3 best ear for beats ever.
That too, yeah, definitely.
And like if you just think about like just like legacy wise, like MMG, man, shit, like that 2010, 2011, 2012, those self-made projects helping put Meek on.
Can't erase that. I mean, I got Rick Ross on my album just so I can get that Maybach music on there some kind of way. So if that came with a verse, that just came with a verse.
Yeah, that's that. Shout out to Ross. Yeah, I mean, I think
Ross, man.
Yeah, he's fire, and I feel like you guys trade bars on records together. It just sounds like damn. Like I know we always talk about like you doing joint albums. Obviously, you've done joint albums with producers, but like, would you do a joint album with someone like Ross?
Yeah, I definitely would. Definitely, yeah. It's like very few guys on the. It's a short list of guys that I would do that with. But yeah, Ross definitely one of those guys that I would do.
Pusha T.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would make that. I would if we could. Man, look, if we can make, I'm down to do whatever. You know what I mean? As long as the politics and business and shit don't get in the way. That's what I hate about this rap shit. That's what made me be like, you know what? Fuck it. That's the type of shit that made me want to do an album with no features. That's the type of shit that made me just want to just go in there and rap and just do my own thing. Because I don't be liking when the business and shit.
Because you might talk to the artist or the producer like face to face and everything's all good, and then you know.
Yeah. It don't. I mean, like I said, most of this shit on this album was organic, man. Like when you gotta like, you know, when you gotta go through so many layers of people to like fuck with an artist, it ain't even worth it, man. You know, that shit it take the feel from the record to me. It's like, fuck it, I don't even really want to do it.
Yeah.
If I can't text you, like shit whack.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No. So it's like, what's the point, nigga? Like, but you know, it is what it is, man. You know, sometimes you got to do things that's suitable for business. And
yeah, one of the craziest records I heard on this album is the DJ Paul record. Is fucking crazy.
Yeah, now that was probably one of the most organic.
I remember how excited you were when you first did it.
I mean, that's one of my heroes. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been listening to 3 6 Mafia since I was a child, so it was just like. You know, to get actually in the studio with him.
Speaking of underrated producer.
Because I worked with Juicy J before,
right.
You know what I'm saying? But like I wasn't able to actually get in the studio with him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like doing this thing with Paul was amazing. It was like having one of your cousins at a cookout, just chilling, chopping game, you know what I mean? And we just did a couple records and it became like one of the anchors of the album, I think.
Yeah, his production is so slept on, man.
So slept on. Paul got that heat.
He got that heat.
A lot of motherfuckers copying Paul, to be honest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Paul got that shit that motherfuckers, you know, try to replicate, but they can't.
100%, man. Did you feel any sort of pressure to do like more like single friendly records since this is like your major label debut?
Not at all. I knew what came with this shit when I, you know, started working with a major. I knew that, you know, you had to put, you know, maybe radio records up on the board. I don't know. I just made records, and if, you know, I gave it to them, and if whatever the team picked the records,
right.
I just made the best records that I like. You know what I mean? I kind of just let loose and just tried to be as comfortable as possible, and just, you know, just show that I've been, you know, one of the most versatile artists in the game, period. And that was easy, you know. I don't think that I set out to like make a whole bunch of like singles though. Nah, I ain't never did that. So especially when I'm making an album, you know, I feel like people that do that, I feel like you just like turning in a playlist and not a album.
A cohesive body of work.
Yeah, I was trying to make an album. I wasn't trying to like, oh, let me make 6 singles and like, nigga, I ain't never been on the radio, so I ain't never played that game, you know. So like now that they, you know, playing the records on the radio,
yeah, you got a record like Too Much that, you know, is top 3 out of radio right now.
That's crazy to hear that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I ain't never been in that position.
I tell you this all the time, but like you are truly like an anomaly in terms of like Instagram. You're like the Andrew Tate of hip hop in terms of just them trying to cancel you on social media. I'm not saying like the things you be saying. Like, bro, you get a new Instagram. I feel like every 4 weeks there's a new page. They delete your shit.
I don't even need it. I be house selling there. I don't even need an Instagram.
It's just crazy that you don't even have like a Instagram page to promote your music. And you're still out streaming everybody. You still have the anticipation, and
I can do a tour,
and you're selling out your whole tour.
Yeah, with no pay. This motherfucker's got whole.
It's
Instagram
like you just
pages.
have Twitter.
Shit just be empty, baby.
With that being said, since they keep deleting your pages, have you thought about posting less naked crackheads on your story?
No,
No.
nah. That's what I do. I like the crackhead culture. You know what I mean? Those are
It's great. I love crackhead culture too.
Those
man.
are people that I come from. Those are my people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I be posting them. I be bigging them up. One time I posted this dude. He's with this crackhead. It was a black dude, some dude with dreads or something like that. You know, all these niggas got dreads now. But
I don't know what that means.
I don't know. Maybe that was reverse racism on myself, but I don't know. But this nigga was doing something with some white lady or something. I don't know. But it was funny to me, so I posted it. And he seen me in the street. And then he was like, yo, that's my lady. You can't be posting me. I was like, nigga, if you don't get the fuck out.
Wait, the
my face.
crackhead saw you?
Yeah, I think he was a crackhead. I was at like Smash Burger or something, eating a hamburger. And the nigga was like, yo, man, you posting me and my girl. I was like, man, I don't give a fuck. I don't really care. You know what I mean?
You got the good crack post.
All that.
The fuck post.
But it's the thing though, man. I post jokes about myself too. So just because I joke on you, don't mean I don't like you. People be taking
you're very good at self-deprecating humor.
Yeah, they be taking that shit too serious. Man.
Like you'll repost somebody who like posts like one of the like 11 people who people say you look like Don Cheadle. By the way, shout out to the guy from Yahoo who like called Don Cheadle.
He definitely called Don Cheadle out. Don Cheadle, look, I talked to Don Cheadle. He said he's gonna kick that dude in the dick. He said,
"Hey, my favorite rapper, Freddie Gibbs." I'm not sure if he was in on the joke or not.
Don ain't like that. He was like,
what?
He said I was gonna kick him in the dick. You know what I'm saying? But he was like, you know what? I kept my cool because I'm working on the movie and I don't want to hit nobody.
Yeah, no, it's. But is it frustrating to not have an like? I mean, you have an IG. Mm-hmm. Now you do.
I got a couple ones.
But like your official page, you don't have an official page anymore. Like
no,
because I think you got it back for a little bit though, right?
I did when I signed with Warner. They tried to make this little Freddie Gibbs official. I got that shit took too.
So, if you get it back, do you think we could just only let Lambo post on it, so they don't take it down?
What's the fun in that?
Then you have the other one for all the fuck shit.
I guess it's been. I guess we've seen it. It's proven that I don't fucking need it.
You don't need it. This is true.
I don't even fucking need it at this point. Shit, like what the fuck is Zuckerberg and Meta gonna do to me?
This is true.
They can't stop the music, the shit coming out, and if they stop me, I'll just make another one. My fans be making my Instagram page. You know that?
I didn't know that.
They be making them for me. They be like, "It's gonna get shut down. Well, I got a new one for you right here. Here's the password. Here's the email." I'll be like, "All right, thanks." They be making them shits for a nigga, so I'll be like, all right.
Do you remember like the specific thing that got your official page taken down? What was it? I felt like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, it was a video of this African dude in an African village, and like this girl titties had stretched out and his eyes stretched out and the nipple and the eyeball met, and then it was like no more page for Freddie Gibbs. It was a wrap.
Shit.
Yeah, it was like, nah, Alfredo, you can't be doing that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't looking good for you. And I was like, damn, that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But I was kind of mad at first, but I ain't really tripping on it.
You're popping up with a new page every.
Yeah, I pop up a new page. I just be on there to look at girls anyway.
Yeah,
that's what I really look at it for. I don't care about promotion of music. That's what you got.
It's a nice comedic outlet for you, though.
Yeah, it's cool. That's what I liked about it. I invented that shit on the story. Not everybody's doing that shit on the story, but I created that lane,
I feel like you could do like a variety show, like a ridiculousness, but like the Freddie Gibbs version.
Yeah, definitely. We working on that. We got that in the works right now. It's crazy you say that.
Ooh,
we got that in the works, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got to, this rap shit only lasts forever. I can't be the best rapper forever. You know what I'm saying?
Well, first of all, I'd like to point out that you've been amazing in every acting role. Your movie is incredible. Definitely. You killed it. And then the NBC, the Peacock show. You're fucking hilarious. And I have people hitting me up. I've never watched Power, but I have people who like have sent me you on Power and been like, yo, is he really cockeyed?
Yeah. No, I'm not.
No, but I'd be like, no. But he's like, yo, your boy's killing it in this shit.
But that was good makeup. Shout out to Power. Shout out to Joe Sikora and 50 Cent and everybody over there. My boy Chris Laughlin, shout out to them. That was a cool little thing to do. I love acting. I damn near love acting more, just as much as I like rapping.
Well, like, talk to me about the acting thing. Is it like something that is a little? Is it like a new challenge for you? Does it feel more natural to you?
I mean, it's definitely a new challenge. Working with, different people, different producers and directors, they want to see different things. So, I definitely go into every job with a new mentality and a fresh mentality, a learning mentality, like, trying to soak things up from other well-seasoned actors and things of that nature. I don't walk on a motherfucking movie set like I'm some rapper and y'all got to do all this shit for me. I go on there and do my job with humility and maintain my what I'm supposed to do.
Was doing the whole movie like, because obviously doing like smaller roles on shows probably not as like taxing mentally and physically. Like,
I don't want that shit no more. Like, if you got a little role, don't even give me that shit no more. Don't even call me. Don't even call Lambo. Don't call Dan. Don't call my agent. I don't even want it. Like, cause
like you do the movie, you have like a you end up having a love interest in a random white lady at a hardware store.
Yeah, shout out to.
It looks like my aunt. Shout out to her.
Oh man, come on, man, Jamie.
You don't think she could be my aunt?
That shit was amazing.
It was great. I'm just saying, like, it's a whole nother level of like commitment. I remember when you were out of town. Was it 3-4 weeks that it took you to shoot the movie? How long was that?
About 4 weeks.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, like, But I like the way we did that, and then we went straight to cans with that. So it's like that alone right there on my first like movie, it made me like, all right, I'm just gonna attack this film shit like I attacked the rap shit. I'm not about to take no for an answer. I ain't about to just play some fucking role I don't want to do. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I ain't doing that. You know what I mean? But at the same time, when I do get a good role, like I said, I'm gonna approach it with humility. But it's just certain things that that I envision for myself. You know what I mean? In the game, and if I can't get those things by asking, I'm just gonna take it.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's beautiful. You mentioned this album being like one of the hardest things. I mean, obviously, publicly went through a lot of shit in terms of just like
definitely
beefs, drama.
Who want beef?
Oh, I mean, listen, man. Did you ever feel like in the last like year and a half or so, like what would you say like was like the lowest point for you in terms of just like? Because there was a lot of shit, like again, I feel like there was a point in time where you were kind of off Twitter, off Instagram, and people are saying what they're saying. They're kind of coming up with their own conclusions on what may or may not have happened in your life. And was that like tough to get through?
Nah, I wouldn't. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't say
you can't really control your own narrative, or you weren't. The public narrative was kind of out there with a lot of these situations you were in.
Yeah, I think that. See, here's the thing with me. I'm like the probably easiest, biggest person in like rap to like have a problem with. You know what I'm saying? I'm like a easy target because I'm not affiliated with none of these like big guys. I'm not affiliated with Jay-Z. I ain't affiliated with Dr. Dre. I ain't affiliated.
You're on Freddie Gibbs Island.
There you go. I'm on an island by myself. So like when a rapper feel like he needs some type of like adversary or some shit like that, like I'm like, oh fuck it, it's easy to go at me because it ain't no. They feel like it ain't no repercussions behind it. You know what I'm saying? Until they come bark up the wrong tree, and then they a month later they be trying to squash shit. So it's just like I don't really if I gave a fuck about like a public opinion or how niggas felt about me, then I wouldn't even be where I'm at because they been told me that I couldn't rap, that I was trash, that I shouldn't do this and do all of that. So I never cared about that, and in those couple of situations where it was all, damn, y'all rude motherfuckers. I'm just in those couple situations where I had altercations or whatnot, like shit, I was, eating food with my girl. And the motherfuckers I had altercations with, I never looked at them as like no type of hell of a niggas or was like moved by them in no kind of way, and they know that. They know who I am. They know what I do. So, what they do, they got to bring 10 people, 30 people, 20 people, however, multiple gobs amount of people to try to fight me.
Yo, it's Bootleg Kev here to tell you about our partners at MyBookie. Damn it, football season. We're in the thick of it right now. I hit big last week too, man. I want to give a shout out to to my guy who gave me the pick. Shout out my guy, Sportsbook Killer. But listen, what you got to do is go to MyBookie right now. Get in on this NFL action. You know, NBA's coming up too. You could bet on anything you want. They got the player props. You could do the parlay builder. You could bet on your favorite team to win the Super Bowl. Get them odds up, whatever it is. The most important thing, get that first-time deposit bonus. That means when you sign up for your account, use the promo code BOOTLEG, BOOTLEG, and you will get a deposit match. So if you put in $200, they're going to give you $200 on top of that to gamble with for free. If you put in $1,000, they're going to match that deposit with a free $1,000 for you to gamble with right now. So what the fuck are you waiting for? Let's get this money. Let's watch some fucking football, and let's get paid with MyBookie. Let me ask you this, because you obviously have a serious amount of jewelry. You know, the rabbit pendant is insane, but I do feel like, you know, when you see something like, you know, you told me that the PNB Rock shit kind of hit you, man. Like, we've been seeing a lot of artists lose their life over jewelry and shit. Like, are you a lot more, you know, hesitant to move around with all your shit on? Or are you a lot more alert? You're always alert, you know, but in terms of just like, you know, I mean, listen, you live in LA.
There's a time and a place for all of that stuff, I think. You know what I mean? I don't think, you know, you don't got to wear all your shit. I think any nigga that wear all his shit when you go outside is kind of like, damn, you ain't, damn, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just feel like, I feel like you should be able to do what you want, man, and nobody should fucking touch you, dog. But
I don't think that's reality.
I know it's not reality. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like, and I like a lot of people are like, everybody's a analyst when it comes to these type of situations. Like, he shouldn't have did this. He shouldn't have did that. He wasn't bothering nobody, man.
I agree.
He wasn't bothering nobody. I don't give a fuck where he was at. Nobody should have fucked with him.
I agree.
And I think that's the problem with y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas think, oh, like, nigga, I should be able to do whatever the fuck I want to wear. I know that ain't reality. I know it's not. So I just protect what I got. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you look at this shit, though. Like, you asked me about, did I think about all, like, you know, what motherfuckers was saying and all of this shit during my situation. So you look at my situation, like, shit, like 30 motherfuckers came to a restaurant I was eating at, and what if I would have died?
Yeah. What could have happened?
Would it be, oh, Freddie Gibbs, oh man, he was great, he was that? Would academics be saying I was a great rapper on his post? But nah, since, you know what I'm saying, since niggas tried to jump me, man, he got jumped. It's a different thing. Now, what if PNB Rock, you know what I'm saying, would, you know,
if he would have just got jumped and
exactly.
robbed,
Exactly. And even worse, what if he would have just gave it up?
People would be like,
and live. What if he would have gave it up and lived? Yeah. It's a lose-lose for a nigga. So what the fuck y'all niggas want from us?
Yeah. That's real.
If I would have gave it up, y'all would have clowned me. My career, y'all, oh shit, this bitch ass nigga. Mm-hmm. But if I fight for mine and die, oh man, he shouldn't even been there. Man, suck my dick. All these fans, all these people, I don't give a fuck about none of that, dog. At the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, bro, I should be able to do what the fuck I want to do. Fuck y'all. Nigga, I work hard for mine. You know what I'm saying? And hey, try it. It is what it is, man. You know, you just got to just pray every day and just move correctly, dog. But that man shouldn't have been bothered. He wasn't bothering nobody, dog. You know what I'm saying? He was having a fucking meal.
With his girl.
At the end of the fucking day, dog.
Yeah.
Having a meal with his girl.
Mm-hmm.
Then the reason that shit touched me like that, because that could have been me then, what niggas would have said.
Yeah. That shit's crazy.
Then what?
I just think we're just like growing up. Like, I feel like when Tupac and Biggie died, it was such a big deal because we weren't used to losing people. But I feel like nowadays it's like it happens so often that it's like, fuck. Like, when like rapping might be the most dangerous job when people say that. Like, per capita, motherfuckers is really losing their life at a high level.
It could be, man. That's why you got to use this shit as a springboard to get you somewhere else, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like, shit, just being identified as a rapper, like, if a bunch of niggas see, who? He's a rapper? He rap? He do what? Oh, shit. That already automatically put eyes on you. A motherfucker see what they want to test your nuts. Mm-hmm. They want to see if you can protect what you got. They want to see if you can fight. They want to see if you bout that shit you rhyming. You know what I mean? So you automatically under the fucking microscope from niggas, from other motherfucking punk ass rappers, from fucking police. You know what I mean? So, it's a difficult it's definitely a difficult occupation to be in, dog.
I mean, you've always played with the idea of retiring. Like I've heard you say multiple times, "This is my last album."
Yeah, I feel like that every time I do an album because like so many opportunities open up for me when I do each album. You know what I mean? Like when I did Alfredo, so many like the film opportunities start opening up for me. You know what I mean? You know.
I mean, dude, you're doing stand up. Like I saw you
Now
at
I'm
Vulcan
doing-
in Austin. You
I'm
did the
doing
cocaine comedy.
stand up comedy, dissing rappers on stand up comedy. You ever been dissing a stand up routine? Like nigga, I don't even gotta rap about you.
Listen,
no
it's
more.
really rough to go. Like I would just say this. Like, and this is not to anyone in particular, but like, if there was a single person I wouldn't want to like get into some internet shit with, it'd be you. Because
Oh yeah,
you're fucking.
because I'm a turn.
You're the funniest rapper.
Because I'm gonna turn it into comedy, man. I'm gonna turn everything into something funny, man. Because it's all jokes to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we can laugh about all of this shit the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Until you know, try to get physical. But other than that, like, you know, like motherfuckers try to play with me, and I just make their ass and I turn their ass into memes. Ask academics. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, and like I said, I don't even know him like that either. I probably met him like once or twice, but you know, it seemed like he got everything in the world to say about me, and that's cool. He's been a big promotional force for me these past 2 years. So thank you, academics. I appreciate you.
Do you feel like there was a point in time during the academics thing, maybe you're putting a little too much energy into AC?
Not at all. I just dissed him the other day on Flex. What you mean? Ain't never too much energy. Ain't never too much energy into a nigga that talk about your girl, your family. Ain't never too much energy.
Yeah, that's
it
fair.
ain't never too much energy, nigga. You gonna get these motherfucking bullets whenever I shoot them out. It is what it is.
Figuratively, of course.
Yeah, not like that. I'm
Yes,
not gonna
yes,
shoot
yes,
you
yes,
academics.
figuratively.
I feel like I could sit down and talk to the nigga. He ain't no like hell of a nigga. He ain't like no nigga you got to be afraid of and no,
No,
shit
no,
like
no,
that.
no.
So we could probably have a conversation. You know what I mean? I don't need to hurt him. You know what I mean? I don't need to like hit him or no shit like that. I don't feel that way because I don't feel that he's any type of threat. He's just a nigga that's posting about me on the fucking internet. What the fuck can he do to me?
Right.
I don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah.
So I felt like if he was in the room, we could even talk. And I'd be like, you wrong. You a fuck nigga. You a bitch nigga. I'm going to say all of that shit to your face. And then I'm be like, here's why. And you could say how you feel about me and here's why. And that's that. And if you feel a way about it after,
Keep it moving.
we could
Or
fight or keep moving.
yeah.
And then we can still be cool after that. It's cool.
Who all production wise do we have on Triple S? Obviously,
DJ
DJ
Paul,
Paul, Alchemist.
Obviously. Alchemist, Madlib. That's crazy. I got both of them on there. DJ Paul,
only right you got
Alchemist,
both.
Madlib. Seven Thomas, Boy Wonder.
shout out to Boy Wonder.
Damn, yeah. Boy Wonder for sure. We got some other shit that we did that didn't. We did so many records. I just couldn't fit them all, but we gonna do some more shit. Who else produced on this album? Man, damn. Now, why is my mind going blank right now? But you know, shout out to everybody that produced on the album, man. I'm tripping right now. I think I smoked the wrong thing, but you get the idea.
Yeah, I mean, having Alchemist and Madlib's important, though.
Yeah,
You gotta have
yeah.
both of them on the major. Come on, man.
Definitely. You know what I'm saying? You know
So
what I'm
important to your career, both of those guys.
saying? Oh, I'm sorry. K Tronada.
K Tronada.
Who else? I don't know. I gotta think about it, man. God damn, man. You caught me off guard. Let me look at my phone.
Have you guys already kicked the idea around of doing Alfredo too?
It's funny you say that, but I just told you that every time I do an album, I feel like I might not do another one. I got a lot of stuff to do. Like, man, bro, this whole process recording the album, I barely got to see my kids a lot. You know what I mean? Touring, like, man, I'm really ready to just chill, dog. I don't know if I can go through the process of recording the album no more.
Really?
I don't know if I can after this.
I mean, I feel like this probably is again, like you said.
This is one of my best albums. You know what I mean? And like I said, I feel like that every time I do one. So I'm like, damn, man, like, you know, I'll be like, how am I top
You
that?
listen. You did two with Madlib. I feel like it's only right you do two with Alchemist.
I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't know, man. I just don't know if I want to do another album right now.
Do you feel like you've kind of also helped like kick off the trend of doing like the full? Because I feel like I see people doing like I feel like, you know, the whole locking in with a producer.
Yeah,
and,
definitely. I think that I do that the best. You know what I mean? Out of anybody.
Because Pinata was what, 2014?
Right. I think I do that the best. I think Rock Marciano just did that with Alchemist, and that was tight.
Great album.
Yeah, that was tight.
Great album. Shout out to Rock Marcy.
That was tight. I was supposed to do something with Rock, but timing and everything.
He's also
but I like him.
dope producer.
I love, yeah, definitely. I love Rock Marciano.
He's incredible.
Sheesh. I mean, if it had, maybe we can make that happen. I love Alchemist. That's like my brother. So we flirt with the idea all of the time. You know what I'm saying? And if I was to do another album, it would be that one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
so if there is another album after Triple S, Alfredo too.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, man. I don't want to record right now, bro. I just want to go get a boat.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
Go.
Yeah. I want to chill with my kids.
Work on this variety show that you just talked about?
Yeah, I got the variety show. I got a couple films. I got like 3 movies I just signed on to do. Like for real. Like, so I'm like, I really don't know if I got
You might not have time.
I might not have time to do another album right now, dog, for like 5 years. Like, for real, I got so much stuff going up, man. My kids getting bigger, dog. You know what I'm saying? They like, it's, they need me to be around a lot right now.
For sure.
I kind of gotta, after I do all of this Triple S stuff, I kind of gotta like
sit down for a little bit.
Sit down and go into dad mode for a minute, because I deprived them of a lot of time the past 2 years, because I had to like get where I wanted to be career wise, so that I can continue to provide for them for life.
People always talk about how like comedians, at least, right? They'll go on Joe Rogan and it like changes their career trajectory. When you went on Joe Rogan, you've been on twice.
Yeah.
Shout out to Brian Moses.
Shout out to Moses. I got to get with Moses today, matter of fact.
Did you notice like any sort of like spike in listenership, or like, because you went on the first time? I actually went to Austin with you.
Yeah. I think Joe Rogan is like, he like the king of white people, man. So definitely some more white.
He might be. He's up there.
Some more white people definitely, start rocking with me.
He might be just the king of like
everything,
males.
Man. Like, yeah, he like male testosterone energy. Like, Joe is my guy, man. So shout out to him and just allowing me to come on the show. And I'm about to go back on there again. Matter of fact, I miss Joe, because I was supposed to go to the fight with Joe, but I couldn't make it because I'm doing all this album stuff. But Joe's like, he's a comedic genius, great podcast genius.
Dude, that first episode you guys did was 4 hours long.
4 hours. I could sit with Joe all day, same way the way I could sit with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to take you on there with me. You want to go on there with me?
Please, let's go.
You should go on there with me, man. You should go on there with me and Brian Moses.
I'm down.
That would be amazing. You know what I'm saying? I think that we could do a 5-hour show.
You know how many times on this podcast I've told the story about the day that we met Joe Rogan and I ate shrooms with you and Fit Mommy in Austin?
Oh, yeah.
And I was tripping fucking hard on 6th.
Damn, I remember that day.
That was like one of the worst. That was like, I was fucked up, bro.
That was crazy.
And your girl
day.
kept fucking with me, making wild ass fucking faces.
She
and
still had hair then. That was a long time ago. She had a little bit of hair then. Yeah, it was real short.
Yeah, she had like the
like a little pixie cut,
little something. Yeah,
something like that. That's before the ball.
But you also went on Joe's shit like right after like they tried to cancel him, and I love how you kind of
because that's my friend, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he fucked up. He made a mistake.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
It's what it is. I don't think that he like, I didn't think that he like hated black people or shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people say that shit with force. I don't think he was saying that shit with force. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Dave Chappelle kick it with the nigga. So how bad could he be?
Right. I think too, I think like if you look at like some comedy, right? Like comedians, I feel like they come from a perspective of like nothing's off limits.
Nothing. That's why I love Dave Chappelle, because he don't give a fuck.
Like if you watch a Louis C.K. special, he's joking about the wildest shit.
The wildest shit. I love Louis C.K. too. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Louis C.K. Shout out to Jeff Ross. All my homies in that whole comedic world, man.
Could you see yourself doing like a little stand-up run?
Oh, hell yeah, definitely, man. I'm about to. Shout out to Chris Red. I think that me and Chris Red about to put something together for sure. But man, all my homies in comedy. Rest in peace, Jack Knight, man. Shout out to Sam J. I just talked to Sam. It's crazy. I just talked to Sam before I came in. I feel like they really, Brian Moses really catapulted me in that world, man.
Shout out to Brian. We got to get him some new Jordans, though.
I'm gonna take him shoe shop, take them all, take them shopping. Period.
We got to get him some new J's. He got to stop tying them. So
I got
tight.
you, man. Yeah, he be tying them motherfuckers like he about to go dunk in
a
NBA game.
You got those Team Jordans for sure.
Motherfucker be out here wearing a pair of Eddie Jones.
he be having the 6 rings, 11s is like just tied tight,
tied all the way to the top bread, but a goddamn shoe, man. But yeah, but Moses put me in that world, man. And you know, I ain't looked back. You know what I mean? I shot a movie with the Lucas brothers. Shout out to them. I forgot we even did that.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, that was like a short film that we did. That was amazing. It's just it's so many things, media wise, so many ways that I want to, you know, express myself. You know, I just feel like, I don't know, like, you know, rap is starting to become secondary to those, you know, because it's like I said, it's you know, I'm still learning myself. I'm still growing. You know what I mean? Rap is such a huge part of my life. You know what I mean? I've been doing this shit since I was 20 years old, and now I'm 40. So it's just like, but if you would have told me at 20 years old that I was gonna have to wait this long to have, you know, to get the respect that I want, I probably would have told you that I quit. I probably would have been like, fuck that, I ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? But I worked at it. I persevered, man. It took time. You know what I'm saying?
Lots of eras of your career too.
And I never peaked. I never peaked out. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even think I'm about to peak right now. I just feel like consistency and you know, just being dedicated to the craft, man. Dedicated to being a rapper. You know what I'm saying? First, and not just somebody trying to catch a wave. You know what I mean? Or catch a record. Like, you know, I never cared about that. You know, as long as people always said, "Oh, Freddie Gibbs, one of the best rappers." That's all that really mattered to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when you gave me that respect, you know, I ain't want to fizzle out. I ain't want to, you know, because a lot of guys come in the game and they have big records early, you know, and, you know, they probably not around right now. You know what I mean?
They're not.
Or probably can't get nothing going right now. They probably put their record out and it's just like, you know what I'm saying? And these guys that got platinum hits, you know what I'm saying?
I think too, like the year that you made the freshman cover, was that 2010?
2010, yeah.
So the 2010 freshman cover, and in 2020 you get nominated for best rap album. 2021 is when the Grammys were.
Right.
Yeah, that's like 11 years later.
Right. My freshman cover. It's probably only like 3 guys left on that you want to hear.
Because it's you, what, Nip was on that cover?
Me, Nip, yeah.
Pill? Shout out to Pill, man. You know, I've kind of discovered both of y'all together, low key.
Yeah.
Wiz? Who else is on the cover?
J. Cole.
Cole was on that cover. God damn, that was a crazy cover.
J. Cole. OJ
the Juice Man.
6 rings on like a basketball player. 6 rings on like a bat. That was his freestyle for
That's
the fresh.
such a long.
You know how I remember it?
Because were you a part of that?
Because there was only 2 lines of it. 6 rings on like a basketball player. What? 6 rings on like a basketball player. I was like, what the fuck am I up here doing?
What are we doing? Yeah,
I said, why am I up here rapping my ass off?
And this guy just
OJ the Juice Man said 6 rings on like a basketball player. Hey! And y'all like, oh my God. I was like, nigga. I said, what am I? I said, I don't know if I'm gonna be in this rap game long, man. Like I said, after this. You know what I'm saying? And I love OJ the Juice Man. You know what I mean?
Classic record. Shout out to OJ.
That was a classic freshman freestyle that he did right there too. That was amazing, nigga.
Memorable. You remember?
I remember his. I don't remember my shit. My shit must have been weak. I remember his though, for sure.
His shit stood out. He just said the same line over and over.
That let me know right there, like it stood out. And sometimes you got to do things that stand out more than others, and that's what that day taught me. I didn't condemn his freestyle. I was just like, huh? You know what I mean?
You're
I
like,
was
what am I doing?
But it was God teaching me a lesson. Like, look, nigga, you think you can rap? You got a lot of words you put together, but that nigga right there has showmanship, and you don't have that yet.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, we had a freestyle go viral. This dude named Haiti Baby. I don't know if you saw it. He was like, hi. It was crazy. It went viral. Rihanna posted it. Everybody posted it, and it was when I was sitting next to the guy, I was like, this is like the worst shit I've ever.
Is that nigga that you was with?
With me and Head.
You and Head, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to DJ Head, man.
Good guy, man. Salute to my brother DJ Head. We got to stop the interview. Tell you about our partners at Odd Socks. Well, first of all, let's check out the brand new collab. Look at these, the Bootleg Kev sock. You see my pink ass face on those fucking socks? Nobody wants to buy those. We're going to figure out a way to give them away though. But look, Odd Socks, the most comfortable socks in the world. And the best thing about Odd Socks is they're our family, man. I've been rocking with these guys for about 10 years now, and I will not wear anything else on my feet. Like, I swear to God, I'm about to take my shoe off. I'm about to take, look, what is this? Smells great too. That's an Odd Sock right there. That's an Odd Sock basic. You know what I'm saying? We fuck with Odd Socks. You should too. They got the crazy licenses. We're talking about Nickelodeon. Shout out to Patrick. Motherfucking Cheez-Its. Baywatch. How about macaroni underwear? Look at these boys right here. Let's just crack these motherfuckers open real quick. What do we got in here? Come on, man. Yeah, a little Pop-Tart underwear. You know what I mean? Yeah. These are the Odd Socks basics. All right. So if you go to the website right now, order you some underwear, order you some socks, use the promo code BootlegKev. That's one word altogether, BootlegKev, and you will save 20% off at checkout. Go to oddsocksofficial.com. One more time, that's oddsocksofficial.com, promo code BootlegKev, and you will save 20% off your order. Of course, we're presented by Odd Socks, and we are proud to say so. All right, let's get back to the interview. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but you and Jeezy ran into each other at an airport.
Damn, Kev, you know it. See, you do interviews with your friends. They bring up shit that you tell them.
Nothing bad happened.
No, they bring up shit that you tell them in confidence.
I didn't know this was in confidence. We can edit it out.
No, we don't.
Nothing bad happened. It was a positive.
No, we don't edit shit when I come on here.
Well, the last time you came on, we did edit a lot out.
Well, yeah, because I ain't want to go to jail.
But you guys ran into each other at the airport. What happened?
Oh yeah, I seen him at the airport. That's crazy, bro. This world premiere, nigga. But I seen Jeezy at the airport with his wife. I was with my girl, and I seen him. We shook hands and hugged, and fucking was just like, man, salute. It was just like, damn. It was like a relief for like both of us. I feel like, it was like a hug. We exchanged numbers, and we both got on a plane, and that was it.
That's a beautiful thing.
It was. It was one of the most beautiful things ever. I think
you can officially put that behind you.
Definitely. I've been put it behind me, but I had to really, I had to see him. I had to really be in.
To really officially be at peace with.
Correct. Yeah. And then when you look back, man, there wasn't really nothing, man. That was fucking a music disagreement. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't really have nothing, against Jeezy. I looked up to Jeezy. You know what I mean? Jeezy, one of my favorite rappers. You know what I mean? I learned a lot from him. I learned to, really how to carry myself in this rap game by being around him. So, I think that was just a misunderstanding, miscommunication. It ain't like all of this other shit with these other little fuck niggas. When I see them, I'm slap the fuck out of them. You know what I'm saying? But with that, even, it'll be times where we'll be in the same places. All the time. It's the rap game, of course. Of course. But it wasn't nothing violent happen or no shit like that, or nobody was, disrespecting each other too bad. You know what I mean? Like, we said things, but like for the most part, man, we both men, and I think that we was just both trying to just get our points across, and we just communicated it badly. And I take the blame for that, because I should have just sat tight and just let my work speak for itself instead of even speaking on it publicly at all. You know what I mean? I think that really what set me off is when they asked him about me publicly. I wish he would have just deflected that. But then I took that shit too far, and I look at that situation as another learning experience.
Yeah. I mean, as long as you get to learn from your fuck ups, man.
Yeah, definitely. Totally.
I don't even say fuck ups, just your.
Yeah, that was something that I needed. That was something that I needed in my career. You know what I mean? Like, I needed that opposition, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? So,
almost like how Jordan would use the littlest thing. I feel like you're very much like that, because I know the littlest shit that might not be directed at you, but sometimes you be taking shit personal.
I'll take everything.
That really confuses me. But you're very good at taking the smallest little just whatever somebody says or something that happens, and you use that as motivation.
Somebody tweeted they be like, this my shit gonna be the, and I'll be like, I hit Kev, man, you see this shit right here? And I'm just like, I feed off of it, man. Like, I'm competitive by nature, man. So it's like, I feel like I gotta have something to, not necessarily nobody or somebody in particular to, go against. I don't need that. I just need some type of motivation. You know what I mean? And maybe it don't always got to be a rapper that motivated me. It could be a record executive that tell me that I ain't shit, you know what I'm saying, or anything, or a bitch, or shit. My baby mama telling me I can't rap, all kind of shit like
Your
that.
baby mama tells you that, huh?
When they mad at me, but then when the songs come out, they be like, "Hey, I'm so proud of you." I know
You got the Grammy nomination.
Yeah, they proud of me. I love them too. We all say shit about each other that we shouldn't say, but I love them though. At the end of the day,
100%. With this project, what just off the top of your head, man, what's your favorite song?
my favorite song, probably, man. All these songs are like my babies, man. I'm gonna tell you what my least favorite song was at first, and I didn't even I ain't even want to like do it. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because like it's from one of my favorite producers, Seven Thomas, and I ain't even like the beat. He gave me some heat. He gave me a lot of shit on this album. But this one in particular, I was like, I don't want that one. I was like, that don't sound good for me. And then Lambo kept fucking with me.
Yeah.
Kept fucking bothering me. I was like, bro, he's like, rap on this beat, rap on this beat, rap on this beat. I was like, hey, look, man, you leave me the fuck alone, dog. I'm on a roll right here, dog.
Right.
I'm in the studio. I remember the night we was in the studio with DJ Paul. He's like, okay, yeah, you did that one. Now, fuck with this one. And I was like, no, nigga, leave me the fuck alone. And then we was in Miami. And then one day I was just like listening to Bone. And then I was in a groove. And he played that beat, and then I forgot. That's how Lambo a magician with this shit. I forgot that was the one he was bugging me about, and then I was like, he just let time go past, and I was like, oh, this shit hard. You know what I'm saying? After a while, my ear had to open up, and sometimes that takes time. That's why I don't like when motherfuckers like rush an album. You know what I mean? Because it's always something that somebody else will hear that you're not hearing. You know what I mean? And and I hear artists all the time like, yeah, this is my album. Yeah, my name on the fucking album, but it's really all of our album. It's really me, my album, Lambo's album,
Right.
Norvay's album. We made this shit together. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You talking about the Offset record?
that's the one I'm talking about. Like, I wasn't gonna do that record at first, and that ended up being the record that Offset wanted to get on. You know what I'm saying? But at first, I was just like, I had my doubts about it because my ears was probably tuned into something else, and then they just like allowed me time to tune out. And then when they brought it back around, it's gonna be a hit record. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think that a lot of these things too are collective efforts. Making a great body of work, making a good album. You know what I mean? A lot of rappers might not have a team I got. You know what I mean? So they probably can't make the album that I make because they're just going off of their own ear and their own emotions. Nobody is, directing them in any kind of way. You know what I mean? Not to say that you can't be the boss of the situation, but I feel like you gotta, you need a team. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan needed Phil Jackson. You know what I mean? It gotta be somebody on the court. I mean, off the court looking at shit like, hold on, man, you don't see this because, he my eyes when I don't got him. He sees shit that I can't see.
Also, your Instagram when you don't got it.
That too.
Just like, I'll let you put a Lambo.
All those guys. Right. Shout out to Lambo. Shout out to Norvay. He made big plays on this album. We all, it was a real collective effort. Shout out to Chris Atlas at Warner. You know what I mean? My man Chris don't get enough credit. But, I think that we all stuck to our strengths. You know what I mean? I'm the best rapper, so I just stuck to that. I didn't try to deviate from that, not one bit. I didn't try to like make no beats. Like, nigga, I'm not Anderson .Paak.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Like, Anderson .Paak will rap your ass to sleep.
Play the drums.
All of that.
He's a maniac.
He's a maniac. Yeah. I am not on his level whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? But I totally respect it. That's why I had to get him on the album. But, I just stuck to what I know. You know what I'm saying? I'm a scorer in that regard, and I just, locked in like Kobe.
Fair enough. By the way, free YSL, free Gunna. I want to know, because I know that you guys never had a real beef. I think it was more internet comedy Fred shit. But like, how crazy, bro, I remember when that song came out, every club you walked into, you had to play that fucking record.
Oh, I would still bump that shit.
Yo.
My kids like that shit. My kids be in the backseat. I can't fuck with Freddie Gibbs. I'd be like, you little motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? But like, hey man, I don't have nothing against none of them. I don't even really know.
I mean, you and Thug have a gold record together.
Definitely.
Old English.
Definitely.
I mean, that's a big deal.
Yeah, it's a totally big deal. Like, and I know some people on their side, on their camp. I know Ebony. Shout out to Ebony. I don't have no, quarrel with with Gunna or anything.
I knew you. I mean, you told. I mean, obviously, I knew behind the scenes you had never. It was never nothing.
Internet jokes is internet jokes. You know what I mean?
You make a lot of internet jokes.
Crime Stoppers joke was, the Crime Stoppers joke. I mean, T.I. did that too. You know what I'm saying? And when we joked about that, and when I did that, T.I. called me, and we had a conversation, and I don't have no bad words for T.I. either. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it was just, to me, it was just jokes. You know what I'm saying?
But you also have to understand sometimes you're a rapper. So when you joke about other rappers, it comes off like more differently than if like,
But I ain't trying to sell records that they expense or anything or none of that nature. You know what I mean? I don't even really care about, selling as much as them or being on their level musically. I got a, core that I satisfy and this, that, and the third. So like when Gunna was like saying, oh man, when I diss Freddie Gibbs, this is gonna be the biggest moment of his career, I was really expecting some bars. I was like, oh shit, like this nigga about to rip me apart. You know what I'm saying? So I was waiting on it. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Gunna. I'm not sure like we're really going to Gunna for the bars.
I mean, I was expecting something. I was expecting to, but it was, but what we got was a funny song, and it was fun. It was a fun moment. So shout out to him for that, and I hope they get through their legal situations.
Hey, what up, y'all? It's Bootleg Kev here to stop the interview. Sorry, but we got to pay the fucking bills. And, not only do we have to pay the bills, but we also got to take care of them cocks out there. That's right. Make sure you go to BlueChew.com right now. The Bootleg Kev podcast, we are presented by Blue Chew proudly. I happen to every once in a while dabble in a little chewski, you know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something, my dick thanks me for it every single time. So listen, if you go to Blue Chew, use the promo code BOOTLEG, you're going to get your first month supply for free. Now, we're talking the same active ingredient as Viagra, as Cialis, without the awkward doctor's appointment visit. You just go online, they get you taken care of, it gets delivered right to your fucking door in discreet packaging. It's a beautiful thing. And how about this? Brand new product alert on Blue Chew, all right? And I'm going to fuck this up for sure, so I'm going to try to read it. Now, Blue Chew has a mint-flavored chewable with vardenafil, which is the same active ingredient in Levitra and Staxin. So shout out to Levitra. Same active ingredient in the mint-flavored chewables. So what are we doing? Go get you a little mint boy, go get you a little Blue Chew, whatever the fuck you need. Just know, whatever young lady or man or etc. that you're dealing with, they're going to fucking thank you for it because your dick's going to be harder than it's ever been in your whole fucking life, man. It's going to be great. And like, if you're a single guy, take a Blue Chew, jack off. Be a better jerk, I'll tell you that. All right? BlueChew.com. Go right now. And, I know we have a lot of male listeners who like underground rap, so chances are you're not getting a lot of pussy. But I promise you one thing. You take that Blue Chew, you're going to beat your dick like it stole something all night long. BlueChew.com. Use that promo code BOOTLEG right now, and they will give you the first month for free. So go do that shit. So you're pretty public with your lady, Fit Mommy, who's, by the way, a great hang.
Definitely. I love her to death. Shout out.
She's amazing.
Shout out to you, Destiny.
Shout out to Destiny, a.k.a. the Fit Mommy.
Yeah. She said she's going to legally change her name to Fit Mommy. I was like, bitch, you crazy as fuck, bitch. What the fuck? I ain't about to be walking around calling you Fit. Hey, Fit.
I barely found out I barely found out her name was Destiny like 6 months ago.
Right. I'd be like, just use your fucking name. Destiny Fox. Use your name.
But what? Because you've obviously been in many situationships since I've known you. What is it about this one that makes you so happy?
Damn, I don't be even me claiming bitches, Kev.
But that's what I mean. That's what I mean. I mean, that's why I said situationships.
I don't know, man. We just, we got a good bond, and that's first and foremost. You got to fuck with somebody that accept you for you. You know what I mean? And know that you like girls. Know that you like to do what you do, and have fun, and and with the same, you got to accept all of their things. And I think that it's acceptance that make the bond with me and her go so strong. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
It's love. You know what I mean? Like we ain't never. Of course, people argue. Like
she's super solid.
Any fucking couple
super
argue.
Solid.
She get on my fucking nerves. I get on her nerves. But when you get that family bond, that's kind of tough to break. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I just saw you guys were hanging out with her pops and the kids were there.
Yeah, we was hanging out with our pops, kids. We all like family. You know what I'm saying? We was just in New York. Me and my baby mom. Shout out to Risa. You know what I'm saying? Like we was all chilling. And
do the baby mamas get along?
My baby mama and my girlfriend get along, so
Okay.
that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody's cordial. If they see each other, you know what I'm saying, they'll say hi and shit. You know what I
That's
mean? And then they
beautiful.
might text me some stupid shit. You know,
Right.
they don't be like texting each other or like, you know, it don't be no shit like that. Everybody be pretty much smooth for a reason. I get the bullshit.
You get to
I
deal
get
with
the
all
bullshit.
the fuck
Yeah,
shit.
if they see each other, they be like, hey, everything's cordial. Then I get to that bitch. That's where that falls into play. But I'm a man, dog. I'm a king, you know. And part of that is, you know, managing all of these personalities and
Yep.
doing that, you know. We've been doing this since the beginning of time in Africa, my nigga. You know, it ain't no big deal. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
We're talking about you have an album of the year, but what are your favorite albums this year that have come out that is not obviously Triple S?
My favorite album that came out this year. That's a good question. Either between Pusha or Kendrick, one of those two albums.
Those are
You know what
probably
I'm
the two, right? Or I think JID's up there for me.
saying?
too.
Yeah, JID got a good album too. You know what I mean? He rapped real good on that shit. I like him. Young, up and coming, for sure. He got a lot of years to go in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I love him. He got 20, 30 years left to go. You know,
That's a lot.
He got it. He young. He like 20 something, right?
I don't know how old he is.
I don't
But
know.
20, 30 years.
He got time. He got time. He got time to do a lot in the game. You know what I mean?
That's fair. Do you feel like being like a veteran, right? Being kind of like an OG, but like now that you're going to be like a new artist to a lot of people now.
I like that. Every time I drop an album, I feel like I'm a new artist.
Because there's going to be people who discover you now because like now you're on the radio. Now
Right.
you're doing things that like you hadn't done in your career prior. Like
Right. And it's so many artists, you know, from, you know, I don't want to say my era because this is my era, but like, you know, from my class, you know what I mean, and like fizzled out already. So people don't expect me to be here.
I look at like guys like Kendrick is from your era, you know?
Definitely, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like Cole obviously is from your era.
Definitely. It's a lot of great rappers from my time in the game. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like I come from a good crop of guys, you know what I'm saying? And that always kept me motivated, you know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, you know, you want to be on the level of the Kendricks and the Coles, you know, those are the
Drakes.
two guys that set the mark, you know what I mean? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Was there a feature that almost happened for this project that didn't quite make it? Or
It's a lot of almost shit
yeah.
that happened that niggas said, oh man, yeah, I'm gonna send that and all. That's why I fuck that almost shit. I don't need no more almost features. Niggas know how to get in contact with me. They can call me. I don't think I ever ask another rapper for a feature ever again. I'm good on that shit.
On video, I'd like to point out that we met Drake together, and Drake said he'd get on a record, but he also said he'd give me
But he
50.
made a bet with you, didn't
He said he'd give me $50,000 if the Suns went further than the Warriors 2 years ago, and they did.
Oh, you cashing in on that shit?
I haven't seen him since.
Damn, he ducking you.
But you were there.
I was right there.
You can confirm this
He
bet.
did say that shit. He said, I give you 50 grand if the
He said the Suns wouldn't go into the finals.
he did say
Eric
that.
LaRock was there.
He did say that.
So
Drake did say that.
Drake owes me 50 bands.
Yeah, he do. Drake, you do owe Bootleg Care 50 bands. I can't stand on that. I want my percentage.
Hey, you
If he give you the money, then
I give you
need
10%
I'm
for
gonna
collecting.
I'm gonna go get it.
I'm gonna have you go collect it.
I'm gonna go get it from him.
Good. That's what I like to
got
hear.
you.
You take a picture with KD and Jason Tatum. You said you almost made this happen.
I almost made that shit happen.
KD's your guy.
It's my guy.
Actually-
JT, my guy too.
I actually stopped hating KD because I went to your birthday at his house and he was a sweetheart.
Yeah, man.
And he kept complimenting my Rex Chapman Suns jersey.
He's great, man. He's a great guy, man. He be getting a bad rap because he like to tweet and talk shit.
Well, how did you almost make the trade happen?
Because them my guys. And I
So
don't
did you
know.
convince Jason Tatum, like Jaylen Brown, like just look the other way on him because you're going to get
We could have
KD?
kept all everybody.
You could have kept Jaylen Brown.
We could have made it work.
How?
Well, you're right. Salary cap, it would have been fucked up.
Yeah.
But, you know what I mean? Like, them two, my guys, I wanted to see them play together. That would have been dope. I mean, that would have been like the best wing
So you
combination.
meet both of them? Do you like actively say, yo, Boston ain't that bad. I've been there.
So I told KD that. I said, it ain't that bad.
Not everyone's racist.
Not everybody. They got a couple bitches, too, in Boston.
They got a couple fucking dirty foot white bitches there for
Nah,
sure.
nigga, no, nigga. They got some motherfucking Puerto Ricans and some
Yeah,
Dominican.
but you got to go to Lawrence, Massachusetts to get the Puerto Ricans.
They got some bad Dominican bitches too, man. Come
Yeah.
on, man. You could go. Come on, man. We could work Boston.
I feel like all the Boston bitches sound like they smoke GPCs.
I got a badass Spanish bitch in Boston. I'm telling you, badass. I'm telling you, nigga, Boston ain't bad. I was gonna give her to KD if he would have went.
They don't all sound like they're from fucking fam. You were gonna give her to KD?
I was here, man. You have my bitch on the platter, man.
Do you gift? Is that something you normally do?
Gift hoes?
Yeah.
I come from a long line of pimps. Of course, I gave out a couple of gifts.
Nice.
Yeah, of course. I'd have gifted a hoe or two. You know what I mean?
Like, hey, my guy's in town. Take care of him.
Yeah, it's a gift. You know what I'm saying? But you got to pay some gifts. You got to pay taxes on and shit, right? So
That's fair.
Yeah. Just tip me. If I gifted you, just give me a tip on the back end.
Would you say that the over under on athletes not liking you because of a girl is less or greater than 3?
Greater.
Greater for sure, right?
Hell yeah. Oh.
I feel like all this shit you be telling, like, yeah, I fucked this.
Athletes be the
That
worst.
motherfucker don't like me because I fucked this bitch.
I don't even gotta, it don't even gotta just be fucking the bitch. I could have just had coffee with the bitch.
Like a little DM maybe.
I ain't even a DM.
coulda came to your concert.
I don't be DMing hoes. They be DMing me, man. I don't even be.
Well, you don't even have an Instagram.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
They find me. Bitch will find me. I like meeting bitches out in the world. I'm tired of meeting bitches on Instagram. I like meeting you outside. And I don't be, I could just, niggas be trying to kill me because I had coffee with they bitch, man. I don't even be trying to fuck all the time. And then
You just have coffee with a girl?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even drink coffee. If the bitch bad, she convinced me to get in the Starbucks. I'll be in that motherfucker. And I'll bring my bitch with me, too.
Shout out to Fit Mommy.
Shout out to the fit mommy.
Will she like grab, like, yeah, let's not get into the dynamics of your relationship. It's obviously one that most
That's
men,
for another show.
most men wish they had.
Yeah, man.
You guys have a great fucking arrangement.
I love her.
Would you ever do a podcast, Freddie Gibbs? We've talked about it many, many times again.
Everybody keep asking. Look, Funk Flex just asked me to do a podcast. You just asked me to do a podcast. Joe Rogan want me to do a podcast. See, that's another thing. Y'all want me to do an album.
Joe Rogan wanted you to do one?
Y'all niggas want me to do an album. Y'all want me to do a podcast. Y'all want me to keep acting. Y'all want me to take care of these badass kids. What the fuck do you want me to do?
Don't have time to do a podcast.
I don't have time to do all that shit, man. I want to do a podcast. Why can't I just keep coming on your podcast?
You ever chop it up with Joe Budden? I know you had felt some type of way about some of the things he may or may not have said.
I'm gonna talk to Joe Budden when I see him, because I don't like playing that.
Not on some rah shit. Just like,
I'm gonna talk to him when I see him though. We definitely
because you guys have a good. Well, at least you had a great relationship, right?
We cool.
He's called you live on the podcast before.
We cool, but we definitely gonna have to have a conversation. When I see him, we gonna have to have a private conversation.
I feel like a lot of the context,
and I think that I owe him that.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the context of like the situation that people have opinions about, they don't.
There's a
fully
couple of
understand.
motherfuckers I gotta have a private. And he ain't the only one,
Right?
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we need to have a private conversation. I'll just leave it at that. But all love and blessings to him.
Tons of merch. Go pre-order it. You guys, shout out to Lambo. You guys put out a whole fucking winter, fall, summer line of Alfredo merch. The Triple S merch is looking fucking crazy.
We got condoms.
Shit. What size?
They white guy compatible.
Hey, first of all,
you married. You don't need them.
First of all, you can't give me. I just mean I'm just asking for the fans.
Oh, I'm just saying.
Would you use your own condoms? Probably not.
Goddamn right, I will.
You would use your own promotional condoms?
Yeah, I will.
Those are the cheap kinds.
They might be.
Yeah.
So
you'd use your own.
Good enough for my fans is good enough for me.
So you'd use the white guy size condom? See what you did there?
I tried. It ain't gonna work for long, but
it'll bust open.
If it's necessity, you might have to do what you got to do.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do, man. I don't need no more kids, man.
That's fair.
And I'm scared to go get a what's the name? Shit.
You won't get a vasectomy?
I heard a nigga told me he ain't nut the same after that, and I was like, oh, good. I'll just keep shooting at the club, nigga. Fuck that shit, nigga. Brrr, bitch. Fuck that. I heard a nigga took that. Nigga told me in the gym, he was like, man, I got it, man. And when I nut, man, I'm like,
it feels different?
He just paused for a second.
Like it feels different?
When I nut, he was like, and I was like, go on, nigga, tell me what's next.
Because I'm thinking about doing it.
He's like, it just feels just empty. Oh. And I was like, nah.
Just shoot the club up, Fred, and just, keep making millions of dollars.
My brother a doctor, right?
Yeah.
So that nigga told me, he said it's a shot you can get.
Yeah, I don't know. Would you get the shot?
I'll get the shot. Neuter me, goddamn.
Let your brother give you the shot?
Nah, nigga.
Why wouldn't you get your brother's a doctor?
Cause I don't
let him administer the shot.
I don't need him to do it. He got women's and stuff that work for him that'll do that shit.
They gotta shoot it in your dick, are they?
I think that's what it is.
Oh yeah, you gotta have a lady do it.
What do you think, nigga? You gonna to get a shot in the toe and your dick go stop working? I think this has to go direct to dick.
Direct to dick shot. That's tough.
I think this has to go direct to dick for this shit to work. But I heard it's a shot you can get. I might dibble and dabble. I'm not. Look, man, I'm good. I'm not having no kids, man, for a while. So I'm good. I don't think
you're fine.
I think I'm fine. I think pulling out's been serving me well.
There it is, man. Yeah. Appreciate you coming through, Fred. As always, go get the album, Triple S.
If my album,
separately.
Look, if my album, I was about to make a wager with you, but usually I don't do wagers on like shit like that. But my album do good. I'm gonna do something good for you, Bootleg Kev. That's all I'm saying.
Good.
I'm gonna do something great, real great for you. You deserve it.
Thank you.
I feel like you don't get enough credit.
Appreciate that.
And I think my album will do good. So
I'm still waiting for my Alfredo trophy that you made to put right here.
you don't have your Alfredo trophy? That's a Lambo. See, any supplies and demands is all on fucking Lambo.
First of all, fuck Lambo. Lambo's been promising me fucking Alfredo merch for 2 fucking years. I bought like 11 shirts my fucking self.
Damn, Lambo. Lambo is asshole. You know what? And y'all, a lot of y'all niggas be trying to like put that shit off.
You're just an asshole in cowboy boots.
They be trying to put that shit on Freddie. Yeah, Freddie's an asshole. They be like, Lambo's so fucking nice. Lambo don't give a fuck about y'all.
Lambo don't give a fuck about nobody.
He don't give a fuck. They be like, it gotta be Fred. It gotta be Fred. But he just delivered a message real quietly. He be like, hey, you're gonna die. That's just that. I just, you know what I'm saying?
Allegedly. No one's dying. No.
Not literally.
Yeah.
Not literally.
Yeah,
I just,
no one's dying. Everyone's alive.
Everybody's gonna stay alive forever.
Gangsta Gibbs.
Whatever.
There it is. Fire.